Hey Cancer, welcome to your weekly forecast for December 23rd through the 29th. Yet again, we've got our little Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer playing cards and a money affirmation card. So we're going to see what is coming up for Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising for the week ahead. What's going on for Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising for December 23rd through the 29th. Alrighty, my darlings. So these cards are just flying out. Let's go ahead and see what we have coming up. 1, 2, one more shuffle here. 3. Alrighty, we're gonna do card number 1. It's funny because as I'm shuffling, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, the cards feel like a slippery fish, like slipping out of my hand. So I don't know, Cancer, I feel like some of you might be slipping away from somebody, or like somebody maybe is trying to like catch you and you're getting out of it, whether it's like a karmic person coming back or a work situation where someone's trying to like pin you in a corner. Sure enough, here, your first card, you've got 2 of diamonds. So this would be like 2 of pentacles, which could be a lot going on. A lot going on, right? So some of you might be feeling pressured, or you might just kind of feel like you want to get away. Maybe you just kind of feel like everything's coming in from like all these different sides, and you're like, ah! But sometimes with 2 of pentacles or 2 of diamonds, the message is that you need to try to have some fun. Like, you might be very busy. It might not be something where you can just drop everything and say, okay, I'm going to take some time off. You might not have the luxury of doing that. But try to incorporate bits of fun through the day however you can. Like, take a mental vacation if you can. Incorporate music, or take a little break and watch like funny little 2-minute videos here or there if you can, without getting in trouble. You don't want to get in trouble at work, but like just on your break or something, or go for a quick little walk, or just try to find ways to bring humor or joy into whatever it is that you're doing. Okay, try to bring it in a way where it doesn't feel so miserable. And sometimes the idea of this is just simply to take breaks. So sometimes, like I said, it could be just as simple as not pushing yourself too hard, because you're like, gotta get it done, gotta get it done, gotta get it done. Okay, all right, but don't forget to take your breaks. If you can take breaks, you're going to feel better. You're going to be able to work better, more efficiently. Sometimes with this card, it can come with the message of like feeling a little bit embarrassed. So, but I don't feel like you feel embarrassed. I feel like there might be a lot of fear. Like you're worried that people are judging you. You're worried that maybe there's like a big project at work and you're really busy with it, and you're worried that people are judging how fast you're working or how good of a job you're doing. You got to get out of your head, my dear. That is not going to do you any favors. Remind yourself that you cannot read anybody's mind. You are not a mind reader. Most people are so busy with their own insecurities, worrying about what they need to do, right? They're more likely thinking about themselves, their day, what they got to do, probably not thinking about you. And just try to use that as a way to focus on what you need to do without all of the added fear of what somebody else is thinking about you. Okay, because I do feel there's like this fear of like, oh, what are they thinking about? They probably think this. Oh, they probably think that. For those of you, because you feel stressed out and you're putting a lot of pressure on yourself. So don't worry about what other people are thinking or saying. Focus on the task at hand. Make sure you're taking breaks. Try to make it fun for yourself in any little way that you can, and just get out of your head. When I say get out of your head, stop analyzing or worrying or thinking about what other people are saying or what might happen or might not happen. Just focus right now in the moment what needs to be done, and try to make that as enjoyable as possible for yourself. Your Wednesday, Thursday card, my darlings, is 2 of clubs. So there could be some kind of partnership that is brewing. There could be some kind of business agreement or contract that might be coming in, business partners, something along these lines. There could also be something that's coming in here with 2 of clubs having to do with you weighing out your options or decisions about what direction you want to go in, especially if you've got the two of pentacles or two of diamonds. You have your hands full. You have a very full plate. You're juggling many things. So for your next card to come up, two of clubs or two of wands, could indicate that some of you are thinking about letting something go. You're like, wow, this is taking a lot of work or a lot of my time. I've got a lot of other things to worry about. Do I really want to continue with this? Is this really worth my while? So there's like a sense of weighing the pros and cons here. Okay. I do feel some of you are wanting to trade something for something else. So for example, maybe some of you have been doing, like, working really hard and doing some kind of like side hustle. And you might say, you know what, instead of the side hustle, I want to drop that and I want to start being more careful with my money and using that side hustle time to build some kind of business for myself, or get into some hobby that I might be able to turn into income down the road. Or maybe you're working 2 or 3 jobs and you're like, you know what, I'm going to find a way to find one job to replace the 3 of these, right? Or, do something, make up time to take classes or a training or something so that I can just work one job and not have to do 2 or 3 different ones. So you're kind of weighing the pros and cons, and also weighing like how to make it happen, how to make these changes. So I just feel like in the middle of the week, you may be more quiet, you may be keeping to yourself more, you may really be thinking about your future and really getting very clear about what it is that you want. Some of you could have somebody coming in, and like I said, there could be some kind of partnership or agreement, but it feels to me like a strong decision energy or decision vibe here. So even if you do have a business partner or somebody you're working on something with, you guys might be having to talk and come to an agreement, right? Or you might be having to make a decision about whether or not you want to go into a partnership with someone. Your Friday, Saturday, and Sunday is 5 of Wands. Oh my goodness. So this is going to be 5 of Clubs or 5 of Wands. It could be competing goals, and it could be disagreeing about something, right? So this right off the bat is telling me some decision needs to be made. You are tired. You are working your butt off, right? Last week, you guys got a really, really big dose of positive energy and things manifesting. And I feel that made you see your life in a different light. And you're kind of looking at all of the ways that it's like, why am I doing it this way? It doesn't make sense. Like there has to be an easier way, or why am I putting this pressure or stress on me? Or you're starting to realize who's kind of bringing you down, or who's kind of been more of an obstacle more than an asset. And so you have a very clear idea of where you want to go. And by the end of the week, with this 5 of Wands, it's very clear to you what is not aligned with where you want to go, what's getting in your way. Okay, for some of you, maybe you have had a business agreement or a partnership with someone and you're deciding that you want to go your own way. On a more positive vibe, a different way this card can apply, and this is a general reading, so the energy will be different for different ones of you. It's not going to be the same exact way. Some of you may have a more positive experience in that you've been really working very hard. You're locking things in with a business partner, or some kind of contract, and by the end of the week with this 5 of Wands, you are up and running. Like you're making a name for yourself in your field or in your industry. Okay, or you have been promised, or you're being looked at, like they've come and they've told you that they're looking at you for a promotion, or they're looking to move you up or have you head something, and so you are in the running, and people might be competing with you, but that's a good thing. It means you're in the running. So in some way it can indicate that like you're playing with the big boys and girls. Okay, you're playing with the big boys and girls. That kind of energy by the end of the week. It's going to be different for different ones of you. Some of you are completely wanting to go off in another direction. You're like, I'm done with this. This isn't my thing. I'm going to go do things in a way that feel good to me, that makes sense to me. And the other ones of you are like, I'm going to climb up in this jungle. Like, I'm going to climb up in rank. It's going to be different for different ones of you. Whatever you decide, however, you're going into it with this decision of like you're making your life better and you're doing something that's going to be more rewarding for you. Let's go ahead and check out your money card for the week, your affirmation card for the week. See what's coming up for Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Okay. Oh, this is a good one. Worthiness. And as always, I always say, look at the pictures on the card, see what jumps out at you. That's a really great way of taking a general reading and putting a little bit more of a personal touch on it. So worthiness is going to indicate, obviously, that you're worthy of succeeding, but also like the peacock to me is like letting your colors show, like being yourself, being proud of who you are, being able to take credit, walking around flaunting it, you know, like maybe flaunt a little bit more, Cancer. The butterfly transformation, changes coming out of your cocoon, letting your wings spread, letting yourself fly. Again, like letting your colors be seen. That big rose here, like blossoming, opening up. So to me, I feel like what Spirit is saying, that Spirit wants you to focus on just letting you be in your natural, authentic self. And this is going to bring abundance your way just by letting yourself, letting your true self out. Okay, let's go ahead and see what the affirmation is here on the back. I feel worthy and have very special talents that will help me to achieve my dreams. So right there, just coming to the realization that, hey, you know, yeah, sure, I have things that are skills or talents that are going to help me with my dreams. Why shouldn't I be successful? Why shouldn't I be in abundance? Why shouldn't I be able to make money? I have skills. I have talent. So realizing your worth in this way. I think that writing down the affirmations are very powerful. When you put something in your own writing, it gives it more power. And I would say go ahead and say the affirmation the very first thing every single morning when you wake up. Say it out loud, and say it out loud every single night before you go to bed. You can say the affirmation however many times as you want during the day. You can say it quietly to yourself. You can recite it in your head throughout the day. But the reason why I feel saying it out loud in the morning and at night is so powerful is you're speaking it out loud, so you're giving it more power. And to do it in the morning first thing, or at night the last thing, this is when the brain is shifting from conscious to subconscious, subconscious to conscious. So during that shift, to plant that seed, to plant that thought, is reprogramming the way that you're thinking so that you can think this way more automatically. So that's why I suggest that, my dears. Be sure to watch your moon and rising sign video. It can maybe add a little extra tidbits of information. Watch the channeled message for December as well. Those of you who want more love and romance, check out the love readings in the description. 2020 forecast, 12-month 2020 forecast should be popping up around the time this video pops up. So be sure that you're staying tuned for those, as well as the private readings are going to be up very soon as well. So stay tuned for that announcement as well. I thank you all so very much for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing. Have a fabulous week, my dears.